Good evening everyone, I hope you're all well. Firstly, I must apologise for not updating the channel for over 3 months. And secondly, for staring at my face instead of something I've usually made. I've been, I would say, quite busy with the kids, but that's not really the reason. I've been hitting the gym hard. For anybody who knows me, I'm a bit of an extremist. So when I'm into Lego, I focus on Lego 150%. When I focused on robotics, 150%. This time, I woke up in the morning and went, it was like Christmas, I'd hit 101 kilos, I was getting a bit fat, 30% body fat, and I went, I'm going to get a six pack, I'm going to get some abs. And about a week or two ago, got them, I went down to like 11-12% body fat, I'm down to 82 kilos, so no complaints. I did the mission I wanted to do, it was bloody hard, tired, hard work. Anybody wants to know how I did it, just drop me a comment and I'll do a YouTube video on my diet and routine, etc. It isn't easy going from somebody that's naturally quite chubby to somebody that has more veins than, you know, there's roads on England now. So kind of done that thing now. Not that I'm going to get fat again, no, I can't afford to do that, that would break my heart. I just want to maintain it, kind of find an equal level. I have a couple of cheat nights a week now. I I still monitor my food, I still do all that sort of stuff. But like tonight I had pizza, I'm going to have some wine, a bit of ice cream with the wife, kind of stuff. But it's a fine balance. I kind of make sure that, you know, 5 days a week I'm clean, 2 days a week I kind of eat stuff. But it took its toll on the brain. It sounds really weird, but the mental impact, I wasn't really coding much outside of work. I wasn't really building much outside of work. I tried to spend most of my time either in the gym or with the kids and the family. So I'm back though. So I kind of haven't been sleeping too well, and then one night I started thinking about new projects. I thought of a couple of new Lego ones. I want to do in the pipeline. I don't believe it's been done yet, but I'm going to try and build a full Lego Technic kind of exoskeleton kind of thing, something to sit, like, get into and walk around. Just, obviously the motors aren't going to do much, maybe claw or something, but I want to do that. And I want to kind of build a multi-platform 3D game. I know I've done 3D games. People that know me well know I've done Hack 24, Virtual Worlds, disjointed tunnels or something, some hack game I did anyway. I've done a few different things and I end up building a framework and end up doing this, and all my friends say just use Unity, which is brilliant. I just don't like using Unity. Don't get me wrong, the product's amazing, does everything you could ever imagine it to do, but I kind of like coding. I don't like drag and drop. So I've gone back to looking at a libgdx, which is a Java framework. The reason I've done that is I can use Kotlin, which is the new kind of programming language that's supposed to be like Swift for Java. That helps with my work. I now primarily at the moment on Common at O2 doing Android development, so it kind of helps with that. I'm still doing mobile, so it kind of helps with that. And randomly I got really near to building what I would class as a framework that I could use to build probably Hack 24 fairly rapidly. And just stopped. I just like opened the source code and went, oh, I can do collision, I can do object detection, I can do object picking, it's 3D, it's got a menu, I can move about, works on iOS, works on Android, works on desktop. Why did I stop? One of the problems for people who know me is I go bang, 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 and then I don't finish it. And, you know, some projects I could have finished better. So, you know, kind of reviewing that. That's one of the things I liked at my old company doing, like DevCon, hackathons and stuff. You need to kind of finish it to a point where you might release it. So, you know, if anybody's listening to this is interested in game development or even app development or anything, you know, start that project, even if it turns out to be a bit of a bad idea. Obviously fail fast, really good concept. Many companies use that. You know, if you come up with a concept of an idea, and it is just a terrible idea, like, you know, you come up with a dogging app or something stupid like that, the App Store would approve it, then fail fast. But if you've learned a lot and the app's fairly still useful, if it's a day or two push to get it in the App Store, just to say you've done it, just say you go through the App Store process or Google process or whatever you want to do, kind of is worth doing. You kind of learn that because a lot of times for instance, if you work for a big corporation like I2, who I do, I don't release the product. The product goes to a different department and they put it through the pipeline. So there's parts of processes of releasing apps and building stuff that I will never touch. I don't do UX design because that's the department that does UX design. And so building your own assets is quite good. Yes, we're not going to be experts. They're going to look shockingly bad, but it's still a useful process to do. So, divert a bit here. Sorry, this video's a couple of minutes already longer than I expected. So, what I'm kind of saying, I'm going to try and build a new game. I'm going to try and rapidly knock out a prototype. Maybe invite some of my friends at like game jam with to test it out. You know, kind of get something together. Start with a minimal viable product, and then look at libgx supports VR in some private forms. That kind of ticks a box for me, so I could do my multi-platform game that could also do VR if I wanted to, because it's a 3D game anyway. So it's only splitting the rendering frame between two eyes. We're going to look at also calling native frameworks on each platform, so I can maybe do TTS, text to speak, or some voice detection stuff. I'm going to try and build a simple real-time kind of game back end, like, you know, like a node server that just knows where people are. Really, really simple. Last time all my backends were in .NET. Kind of feel I just want something that just is really low input, low footprint to try out. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on next. Is this new game. So Burf development will be firing back up. Yay! I'm going to stop trying to do loads of courses online, which go in one ear and out the other, and actually get in there and do stuff, actually develop stuff. Because I've done so many online courses that I couldn't even tell you half of them about now. It's just in one ear and out the other. So next, I quite fancy doing, after that, I want to do something cool with Swift and the Lego EV3, because I don't know if you know this, but Apple released a robotics framework with their Swift playgrounds up on iOS, if I remember correctly, which allows you to talk to drones, the EV3 and some other stuff, which is, to be fair, is a really good partnership. Apple, Lego, thumbs up. That's really, really nice concept, but I want to kind of do something. I mean, your mobile phone is so powerful now that you've got so many brilliant frameworks. You've got ARKit, you've got machine learning frameworks on there now. You can talk to it and it works out what you said. There's so much data that it can crunch through and take in that you have basically a really good robotic brain without even calling any cloud services. So, I mean, if you look at some of the Google Vision API stuff that you can do on device, and there is it Lens app. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, there's some really, really cool stuff out there, and that's one of the problems. I keep diverting between so many different things. You know, I've got half a humanoid robot over there. I was building the Move project, which is a big 3D robot. I've got my Vex go-kart thing that's still being flown over to me since April. You know, I built my ROS plugins so that you could use your Raspberry Pi with a Brick Pi. So the Brick Pi is a Lego add-on that allows you to control Lego motors from the Raspberry Pi, but then I built a ROS driver on top of that, which is robotic operating system. And I built some other ROS stuff, so I was learning ROS, robotics, and then the Lego stuff, and then this other stuff, and then the programming stuff. And so I'm going to just try to, unless I time box a project to like a day and go, right, I'm going to spend a day building this Lego thing. Shut up, Alexa. I'm going to get this game done and just go for it.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Great, Alexa. Right, that's the note to stop talking. Shall we, if you've got any ideas, shout if you want me any dietary stuff or help on the whole, like, looking old and slim, and over and out. I hope to do more video updates soon.